Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we'll be discussing processed foods and how they are not just limited to microwave meals and ready-to-made dinners. To put it simply, any food that has been altered in some way during preparation is considered processed. This can include basic processes such as freezing, canning, baking, or drying. However, not all processed foods are unhealthy. Some processed foods like pasteurized milk are processed to remove harmful bacteria and make them safe for consumption. Unfortunately, some processed foods can contain high levels of salt, sugar, and fat. These ingredients are sometimes added to make the food taste better and extend its shelf life. However, consuming too many of these foods can lead to overconsumption of these unhealthy ingredients. So, how can you incorporate processed foods into a healthy diet? While you may not have control over the amount of salt, sugar, and fat in processed foods, you can choose what to buy. Reading nutrition labels is a great way to choose between processed products and keep track of fat, salt, and sugar content. Most prepackaged foods have nutrition information on the front, back, or side of the packaging. If the processed foods you want to buy has a nutrition label that uses color coding, you will often find a mixture of red, amber, and green. When choosing between similar products, try to go for more greens and ambers and fewer reds if you want to make a healthier choice. If you're trying to cut down on saturated fat, try to limit the amount of foods you eat that have more than 5 grams of saturated fat per 100 grams. Red and processed meat can be high in saturated fat, so it's best to limit your consumption of these foods. Salt is another common ingredient that can be found in processed foods. It is sometimes added to contribute to the food structure, such as salt in bread, or to extend its shelf life. Consuming too much salt can lead to high blood pressure, which is a risk factor for heart disease and stroke. The guidelines for salt intake recommend that adults should consume no more than 6 grams of salt per day. Foods that are considered high in salt contain more than 1.5 grams of salt per 100 grams, while foods that are low in salt contain 0.3 grams of salt or less per 100 grams. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the average American consumes approximately 8.5 grams or 1.5 teaspoons of salt daily. This is significantly higher than the recommended daily intake of salt, which again is no more than 6 grams per day or about 1 teaspoon. A food is considered high in sugar if it has more than 22.5 grams of total sugars per 100 grams. While a food is considered low in sugar if it has 5 grams or less of total sugars per 100 grams. We hope this video helps you understand what processed foods are and how you can make healthier choices when it comes to incorporating them into your diet. Thank you for watching Healthy Food Crush Food Facts, and we hope to see you again soon for more healthy food facts.